What's up, guys, and welcome back to Planners and Wine. My name is Myra.
And I am Megan. Welcome back, guys.
Hello, and this week is an extra special week
hmm
because we are doing our monthly live episode. So that means we have our Patreons in the building. So shout out
Yes.
to y'all. I always love these.
I
I
do
always do. It's always a
too.
good time.
Yeah, me too. We love you guys so much and we're so happy that so many of y'all could join us tonight. We're recording on a Saturday night. So thanks y'all for spending your Saturday night with us cuz me and Myra, we don't have no life. We would just be at the house playing Animal Crossing, probably texting on Instagram if we weren't doing this. This is what we were doing before we started. So that's what we'd still be doing if it wasn't for
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah. I was on the floor.
Yep. Yep. Wait, what were you doing on the floor? I just caught that. It didn't register at first. You just laying on the floor?
Yeah, that's just where I landed because well, we talked before this obviously, but I was doing a lot of like catching up because I wasn't feeling well earlier this week, so a lot of stuff that needed to get done around the house got pushed back.
Mm.
So I just made it to the floor and started talking in my stories.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I did see those
Heather, the
stories.
link has been posted for weeks. I'm sorry, girl. The link has been
And
posted for
you posted it on the
weeks.
Facebook page
And
today
I
as
posted it on
well.
the Facebook page. I can't hand deliver it to you. I'm sorry.
You cannot. You cannot. But Myra, how was your week?
It has been a very interesting week to say the least. I feel like you should go first, honestly. How was
Oh.
your week?
My week has been pretty good. Like work has definitely been a little hectic. It's gonna continue to be hectic throughout the summer because social media and companies, it just has a lot going on over the summertime, and it's been a really big push at my company. And also we are gearing up to move in a couple of weeks. I don't know if I ever said this on our public podcast. I can't remember, but yeah, we ended up finding the perfect house for us, and we're closing on that in a couple of weeks. And we're gonna move around the middle of June. So super excited. Obviously, I already have, the movers booked, but we still have to do all the packing and stuff ourselves, which is the bane of my existence. Yeah, so there's that. Oh, also thank you for that, Julie. Julie mentioned in the chat that the Mexican pizza is back at Taco Bell, and I got it a day early because I ordered through the app, and it was just everything that
And she
dreams were
didn't
made
tell
of.
nobody. I don't
And
even think
I
she told Julie that.
I don't
She
know
gonna
if I
tell me
did.
like 4 days when everybody's alive for. I'm like, girl, we could have downloaded the app too, but it's fine.
See, I had to make sure I got mine. You know what I'm saying? I had to stay ready, so I didn't have to get ready. I had to tell y'all after the fact. Me and Mexican pizza is like Myra and Cookie Sticker Code washi tape. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? Like
yeah.
you got to make sure you get yours first.
Yeah, that's
Period.
true. That's true.
You know.
Facts. That's a good analogy.
Thank
That's
you.
perfect.
There we go. And thank
I
you
totally
everybody.
understand now.
Everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for the congratulations on the house.
Yes, I am super excited for you. It's
I'm
like
so
you're moving
excited.
for my birthday. It's exciting.
I know,
Yeah, because
right?
it's like a right around my birthday, her closing
Mhm.
date. So
Mhm.
it's gonna be a glorious day.
It
So
really
yeah,
is.
definitely rooting for y'all for that. Excited you got your Mexican pizza too.
So excited.
I tried to get it today, and our Taco Bell said the credit card machine was down, and who carries cash? So
What?
I couldn't get one today.
Oh my god.
I like y'all don't even take Apple Pay, said the whole system's down. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes I feel like they do stuff like that because they're tired of the customers.
Yeah,
Like, it probably was just so busy, like, let's just
it's
say
been
it ain't
hectic
working.
and it's been
Yeah.
hell for them since the Mexican
Yeah.
pizza came back out. Like I almost don't even think that Taco Bell should have did like one official release date. They should have just rolled it out and just had people just discover it at their local Taco Bell. That probably would have been way easier for them to be able to handle rather than getting this humongous influx at one time. And Myra has not had the Mexican pizza before. I low key
Mhm.
told her don't tell me if she hates it because I have an emotional attachment to the Mexican pizza. And I don't want to get upset. I know it's not rational. I just don't want to know.
Uh,
You can tell me it's fine. I can. It's fine.
I'll
You don't
tell
have
you
to
in
love it.
confident.
Yeah. Don't
I won't put
blast
it on the
it
show.
on the
Yeah.
internet. Don't be like, oh my god, Meg told me to get this and it sucks all over the internet. It'll hurt my feelings.
Yeah, Crystal, I think like the credit card machine hoax is just like the McDonald's ice cream machine. Like I just
Literally,
yeah, yeah.
it's just something
But
they
yeah.
say when they don't feel like dealing with that.
Mhm.
Yep. And see,
Exactly.
Julie feels me. She says same, emotionally attached. Period. Like we only had to live what 2 years without our Mexican pizzas.
I feel like it's been longer than that. I feel like I've been hearing this on the podcast
It's been a
for
minute.
years because I didn't know it even existed until it was gone away, and then I
Mm-hmm.
started hearing people talk about it on the podcast, but I don't know. It has
Mm-hmm.
definitely been a long time though.
Yep, it has. It has. And you know what, guys? All y'all out there listening, if y'all try to make some pizza for the first time and you don't like it, you don't have to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. I don't need to know that you don't get it. The girls who get it. And I'm one of the girls who get it. So it's fine. You don't have to tell me. But you can tell me if you love it. I would love to know that. So let me know only if you like it. Thanks.
Yeah, and 90s Taco Bell was like kind of an era. Like
It
it's
really
even like
was.
fashion now. Like
I know.
yeah, it
Everything
was
was
kind of
better
an
in the
era.
90s. TV, movies. I mean, kind of a little bit sometimes, but not all the time. I
Yeah.
couldn't live without the
It's just the
modern era of
nostalgia.
like the Marvel movies and stuff. Like I need those,
Yeah.
but other stuff, yeah. The
Yeah.
90s were they were a time. That was a time to be alive for real.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
for
yeah,
sure.
Myra, how has your week been? Are you ready to share yet?
Oh, yeah, I feel like yours probably would, be more happier, so let's start on a higher note. But yeah, I mean, same thing with you, like, work has just been super busy. I work in banking and y'all know, I actually work in mortgages, so housing market is crazy right now, so
Mm-hmm.
work is super busy.
Bless you.
Um, eh, thank you. Thank you. 'Cause it seriously has been a freaking madhouse at work, but
Mhm.
I am grateful that I do have great management, great employees, so it's a cheerful environment to work in for sure.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, so there's that. I did get sick earlier in this week. I'm just now getting over it. I'm still kind of congested, so I'm sure it's a difference in the voice, but it's
Mhm.
fine. I'm still here. Um and then the internet went out. That was a thing.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a whole thing. Like
A whole thing
we were a
for like
little
48
nervous.
hours.
We weren't even going to be able to record right now cuz we
Yeah.
just didn't know. You never know. Like they say they're going to be out and you
Mhm.
never actually know until they come. So I was absolutely on standby waiting on Myra to text me like, "Yeah, they still hadn't came and fixed the damn internet." So I was just waiting. But luckily, everything worked out and so here we
Everything
are.
worked out, and
Mhm.
it's just hilarious. Cause did I tell you the reason why I was out?
What happened? No.
Somebody just randomly came and turned it off. Somebody from the internet company, not just, like, random Joe
Yeah.
Schmo on the
Did
street.
they get y'all's address, like, mixed up with somebody else, like, who
That's what
hadn't
I'm
paid or
assuming,
something? Because
but
you
they
said
said they
you double checked and y'all had paid
yeah,
and
we had
everything.
paid, yeah, cause
Yeah.
Chuck almost got cussed out for that, but yeah, we definitely have paid, but, they couldn't tell me, so that's the only thing I can think of,
Mhm.
because they were like, "Oh, it's a privacy issue," so I was out of internet because of their mistake for 2 days,
Wow.
which is like, it's internet, but also I work from home, so
Literally.
I can't work,
No.
and then, I do this, which involves the internet, so, I mean, that's, like, so much
Mhm.
livelihood that I can't do without the internet, but, yeah, long story short, I'm definitely, like, switching providers after that. I don't even feel like going through the whole hassle of, like, getting a refund for those few days.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
yeah,
Just go.
the
Yep.
service, treating me like I'm the issue, like, this is y'all mistake. Y'all
Girl,
did this.
they don't ever wanna take accountability for anything when
And it
stuff like
goes a
that
long
happens.
way. Like,
Yeah.
if you mess up, just say that.
Just say that. Yeah, like, "Oh, we apologize," and they should volunteer to give you some type of compensation. You shouldn't even have to ask for that. Ridiculous.
It's simple, but yeah. So now I am here. That's not like it's just been a whole bunch of stuff, but, yeah, I'm here. So
You know, that reminds me
I'm
of
so grateful to be here.
I am too. I'm
Beautiful
grateful you're
gals.
here as well. Yes. Gorgeous gals. And you know what? That reminds me of a situation we had a couple months ago. So y'all know we've been living in an apartment since October. Um, Out of all of our utilities, the one thing that I tasked Dallas with the responsibility of setting up was our electricity, right? We in the apartment, I think maybe like March comes around, it's the middle of the week, middle of the day, our electricity randomly gets turned off, right? So I'm thinking it's like a maintenance issue. I call maintenance, have them come because I thought, something they like something like in the apartment had messed up. They say, oh no, the electric company turned off y'all's electricity. So you have to call them to turn it back on. Call them. Come to find out, Dallas never set us up for auto pay with them. So it had literally been months and we hadn't paid anything, but they hadn't sent us anything either. And I'm like, Dallas, you had one job. You had one. I was so mad at it. So we owed like 4 months. I was so blown away, but thankfully we got it paid and taken care of, and they turned it on like the same day because you cannot play about people's electricity. You know what I'm saying? So that was.
Yeah, and usually stuff like electricity, like you said, it's been 4 months. So they give you time before
But
they
why
like
they
cut
didn't
you off.
tell us?
But
They literally
yeah,
we
you
had
should have got a letter or
we
something.
got nothing. Nothing. Girl, I was so blown. I was so blown.
And ain't it the worst? Like when you actually have the money. Like I've been there. Like when like
Yeah. When
college days, we was
times are
po.
hard. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
different for
get it.
sure.
But when you have it and it's a situation like this, like that's so annoying.
It was so annoying. I was so
Yeah.
annoyed at him for a few hours. Like until our electricity got cut back on, that's when I finally was over it. But I'm like, as long as I'm in this house hot, I'm pissed.
Oh man, yeah.
Crazy things happen. So many crazy things happen.
But yeah, that was my
Um,
crazy week.
there we go. Julie said, I've had that happen to us too. Forgot to set up auto pay. Oops. We're just so dependent on auto pay, and we
Yeah,
just assume that it's set up even when it's actually not.
if not,
You
yeah.
know? Mhm.
Yeah, and it's not such like a major expense either. Like it's not
Mhm.
mortgage. Like you could tell if mortgage
Mhm.
not coming out, you know.
Girl, for real.
So
Like I
yeah,
can't wait to get to the point where I can't tell. Like, did we pay the mortgage? I
period.
can't
Yeah.
remember. Because there's lots of zeros in the account. That's just not realistic right now. But
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. Kelly said that happened to her with the water company.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
and then ours is like billed every 3 months, so it's super easy to
Mhm.
forget that if it
Mhm.
was paid or not. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So something that we announced on social media today is that our podcast hit 200,000 streams recently. That is such a humongous number. My gosh, like if we had $1 for every stream that we had gotten, we'd be doing pretty good. We'd be doing pretty good. Like how wild is that to you, Myra?
that is so insane. It's just still so unbelievable. And then it only being like less than a year because we just
Mhm.
hit 100 like last
August.
August.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
for the turn that back around in under a year is just super amazing. Like that's just nothing but y'all support for sure. So we definitely appreciate y'all.
We do.
Even the
We
people that hate listen,
I
because a
mean,
stream
because
is a
they
stream.
added to the streams
Yeah.
for sure.
All
Today
streams matters.
they do. They absolutely do. It's so wild, and it's like our 2-year anniversary of doing the show is literally right around the corner, and so the fact that we're coming up on 2 full years of doing the show and hitting 200K streams is wow. Like I just appreciate you guys so much, and the fact that y'all have listened to my extremely harsh southern accent for the past 2 years and 200K streams. I appreciate y'all more than you know, because y'all
Yeah,
have
I don't
probably
think it's extremely harsh.
did you see that TikTok I put up the other day? That's how I sound when I get like fired up. Like not all the time, but when I'm excited, I sound like that. Yeah,
This
it's
is
not
what
that
the
bad.
people appreciate you for. That's what makes you you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you
Mhm.
guys. I appreciate you as well, Myra. But y'all have probably listened to our voices more than we have, because I don't listen to. I mean, I listen to our episodes more now, but especially when we first started, I was only listening to the episodes that I was editing. I wasn't listening back to the other episodes fully because it took me a while to like adjust to hearing myself. You know what I'm saying? And like I even talked to a couple of people in the DMs the other day, and they were like, "We don't know how you do a podcast because I could just never listen to my own voice." I'm like, "You think that?" And then you start to do it, and it's just not even.
It becomes normal.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just becomes regular.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's so crazy. It's
Yeah.
so crazy. So much has happened over the past 2 years too.
I know. I know. It's I don't have the words. I
Mm-mm.
wish I had the words. I'm just so grateful, I guess. I feel like
Hmm.
I'm just like in such a grateful mood.
I know. Are you about to
I
cry?
wasn't no.
Myra's not a crier like
I'm
that. I
not a
don't think
crier.
she's
No.
not. I am.
Ew.
I'm a crier.
No.
I'm dead.
I don't know. I feel like, well, if we would have recorded this yesterday, honey,
Was
I
you in
would have been
tears
in a
yesterday?
spicy mood.
Oh, well, yeah, me
But now
too.
that I have reflected, I'm just in
Mm-hmm.
such a grateful mood. And
Mm-hmm.
I just appreciate each and every one of y'all listening, sharing the show. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because basically we have grown to the point that we have grown to from y'all. Like, word of mouth
Mm-hmm.
is really huge. Like, we don't have no huge back end, nobody pushing
Mm-mm.
us. We don't have no Spotify. But I mean, if you want to Spotify, it's
If you
fine. We can talk.
listening, we're open to it.
But we don't like this is all y'all just sharing the show and letting us know like or letting the people know rather that this is an awesome show. So
Yep.
just grateful and appreciate that. So
Yep.
it's so real.
I know, it's crazy.
200K is
It's
wild.
so crazy. Danielle said, Myra's reaction to "Are you about to cry?"
No.
She was like, "Ew, the ghetto. Who cries?"
Mm-mm.
And
If
I'm
I
meanwhile like,
was,
"I'm a crier."
I think who almost got me was Jen. Jen almost
Mm,
got me.
yeah, I
Almost.
did cry on that episode actually. Yep.
Yeah, and that went live.
Yep. Yep.
Cause
Oh
yeah,
my
we would just have to
gosh.
pause this one and y'all just have to go.
Yeah.
That was yeah, I'm glad we
Yeah.
didn't do that one live because yeah. We'd be like, you
I
know what? Next
know.
week, y'all come back next week. We finish this
Yeah.
together,
Yeah.
just us. But
Y-
yeah.
Especially like I think for that one, if that one would have been live, it definitely would have got way more emotional than what it even did because seeing other people's reaction, or reading other people's reaction and what you guys probably
Hmm.
would have been saying and reacting to that too,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it
it would
would
have
have
been
pushed
over.
me over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have
Hmm.
pushed me over the top for real. So
Yeah. Shout out to
yeah,
Jen.
I know.
Such an
Shout out to
amazing episode.
Jen.
Thank you so much, Jen. You're part of the reason too for the 200K. So we
She
appreciate you too.
is.
Love her.
Yes. Julie said, "We appreciate you guys and the community you have built for us." Oh my god. I think everybody's trying to make Myra cry.
Yeah, pretty much.
All the chats.
What's next on the list?
Here, Raina got you. Raina said that crying is ghetto, but sometimes it be happening anyways. Perfectly summed up, Myra.
Literally me. Put it on my
Perfectly.
tombstone. Like that is embodies me. It's so
See?
ghetto,
And
but
you know
yeah.
what? Put this on my tombstone. Have you cried today? Because that's literally me. Because I cry more days than not. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm frustrated. I cry when I'm bored. Like it's a constant flow of tears over here for me, y'all. I just can't. I just let it out. And it feels good usually afterwards. So I don't know why I'm so
Yeah.
emotional.
And here's to say, if crying is your thing,
Hmm.
let that be your thing. Don't let nobody tell you you can't cry.
Period. Period. Okay,
Let that be your
Heather.
thing.
Heather with the science, she said, got to get rid of the stress hormone stuff because she said earlier that she recently learned that crying is what releases cortisol, so it's good for you. Period.
Well,
Period.
there you go. There
Yes.
you go for the emotional folks.
Yep. And Julie says she's a crier too. Kristen, Danielle, Laura. See, okay, if you a crier,
These
raise
your
your
people.
hand in the chat. Do we need a
These are
group
your
where
people.
we can just get
Yeah.
on Zoom and cry together some days, y'all? Like let's get it started. Let's get it started.
I'll watch the replay.
Myra, why are you like this?
I can't do that.
Oh my
We
god, I
all have our
can't.
thing, and that's okay.
We do, we do. But yeah, guys, we are so grateful for y'all. Like 200K is an insane number, an insane amount of streams, and we obviously
Mhm.
could not have done that without each and every one of you guys listening, even the haters. So you know, it's a
Shout out to y'all.
it's a good time. What a time
Yeah.
to be alive.
I love it. So
I do
cool.
too.
I can't wait for another 200. Oh
Hmm.
my God, half a mil. I would be
Girl,
gagged.
girl, they gonna get sick of us when we hit
Be prepared,
half a million streams.
because it might be a whole week celebration.
Period. Maybe a month.
Maybe a month.
Maybe a year. Who knows? Who knows? I love that for us. So one thing I wanted to talk about also is just kind of talk about some things that we are loving and enjoying right now. Are there any shows, anything you're seeing online right now, any planner stuff that you're loving right now, Myra? And also you guys in the chat, please chime in. Let us know what you are enjoying right now. I can go first because Myra needs
Thank
some
you.
time to think.
Thank you.
So okay, so as far as shows, I have been watching The Staircase on HBO. It is HBO Max. It is a series based on a real court case where this man's wife was found deceased at the bottom of a staircase, and so he went on trial for her murder. And it was just a lot of crazy stuff happened through the process of that case, and they really remade it really well in this show. So I have been enjoying that. Y'all know I love my creepy stuff, and it's getting creepy. It is a little creepy, so I've really been loving that. Also,
I like
Julie
I seen that.
mentioned you what the staircase. You might have because
Mhm.
it's a Netflix documentary. Also, they
Is
did
it
that a couple
older?
years ago.
Oh, then
The
yeah, I
yeah, the
probably have seen it.
documentary is older, but the
Yeah.
show is new.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, because
Okay,
this
so
case
then
has
I
been
must have seen
covered
the
like
yeah,
crazy because it's so
yeah.
crazy. Also, Julie mentioned Senior Year on Netflix. I watched that last Saturday too with Rebel Wilson. So hilarious. It's basically like a rom com and it gives lots of nostalgia. So I was absolutely loving that.
Like high school senior year?
Yeah. It's about yeah.
Okay.
You gotta watch. I think you'll really like that. I think you'll be into that because it was really funny. What about you, Myra? What have you thought of any shows that you're loving right now?
Um, Shows right now, Drag Race.
Period.
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 All Star
Myra is
season
a
7.
consistent queen,
I
okay?
s Yeah, it's so much, like, I mean, I can literally that could just be my reality TV, and
Mhm.
Atlanta is back.
Oh,
I have, like,
yeah.
an episode or 2 to catch up on, but
Mhm.
loving that too.
Dallas likes that
Um,
show too.
oh, it's so good. It is
Mhm.
so freaking good. And, y'all know my, anime, I just finished, not Demon Slayer. What did I just finish, y'all? We just talked about it. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Mm.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen. Don't come for me. That's the name of it.
Well,
I just finished
actually,
that. Yeah. Yeah, I just finished that and that was pretty good. But yeah. I don't really watch too much TV
I
other than
hadn't
Drag Race
been
be taking over my
yeah.
life.
I hadn't been over the last couple months, but now that we don't have any Bachelor content on the air, finally, after a full year, I actually have time to watch other stuff. And Rizzo, I haven't gotten to, I don't know if they talk about the owl theory in the series because they're putting it out week by week. So they haven't talked about it as of yet. And on the series, it is pretty far into the situation. They haven't talked about it yet. But yeah, and Danielle, the senior year is a extremely cute movie. I highly recommend it. I thought it was freaking hilarious. Um
That's the one with old girl in it, right? That you sent us a
Rebel.
picture of?
No. Oh yeah, with Alicia. Yeah, so Alicia Silverstone from Go
Yeah, our
Wild.
girl.
She had like a little cameo at the end of the movie. So yeah, she's not in the
Okay,
full movie.
yeah.
She was in it for like 5 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, Jen says she just finished Moon Knight. It was okay. She's looking for a new show, rewatching Stranger Things in anticipation for the new seasons. I've been meaning to watch Moon Knight, and also I do need to binge Stranger Things because I have not watched the previous, the last season that came on. I haven't watched that. So, and I know
Oh, it's been a
this
while. I
next
probably
season's
gotta
gonna be good.
rewatch it too.
I know, I know. I loved it. Like when it first came
Mhm.
out, I was really, really into it. At some point, I just kind of fell off of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Jen, the show that I mentioned was The Staircase. Yeah. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle told her too.
Okay.
Um, yeah. So Heather said, "Can we talk about Top Gun Maverick coming out next week?" I haven't seen a lot of that. I feel like isn't Lawrence from Insecure in that movie? I think he's in that movie show, whatever it is. I think he's doing something with
Nice
Top
movie.
Gun.
Tom
Top.
Cruise movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, is
Mhm.
he gonna be in the new one that's coming out too?
I would imagine, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, Julie. Alicia's our vegan bestie. Why is she like this?
Yes, our girl work.
Get that money, girl. Got to keep your kids in that $50,000 semester private school. Why do we know that? Did she mention that? Is that why we
I
know
think she
that?
mentions that, yeah.
Why would she mention that? Y'all, I was
This
asleep during that, so I don't know what she talked about. I just remember y'all mentioning it.
Again, what a time to be alive. What an
Literally.
amazing moment. You just had to be there for that one.
Literally, clearly. Clearly. Danielle asks, is All Stars going to be on Reality and Wine? Myra, what say you?
I would hope so. Danny's not here, so
She like, I
I
can only
don't
speak for me.
yeah, I would hope so. I don't even know if Danny we haven't talked about it yet.
Okay.
Um as far as what we're going. It's so much drag. It's so much
Yeah.
drag, but I think this would be a fun season to do because the tables has definitely turned with this competition. So it should be
Interesting.
interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of like a to be decided. So we'll
Yeah,
kind of see.
we'll let you know.
We'll let you guys know. What about any content online? Have there been any like TikTok trends, any reels, anything like that that you are really, really loving lately?
Okay. Y'all know I'm not the scary person one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scary adjacent. So here's my new trend. Y'all know every like 3 months or so, I have a new YouTube addiction.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all are familiar with Poppy's Playtime, it is a horror, like an indie horror game.
Mm-hmm.
I am literally obsessed
Mm.
with watching like people run through that game, people give their theories. Like it is so it's so wild. So premise, because I love this, y'all should
Mm-hmm.
definitely check it out. But basically it's this old factory that randomly shut down, all of the staff went missing,
Mm-hmm.
and an old person, employee that used to live there got this letter to come back to
Mm-hmm.
the toy factory to figure out like where the staff went. They said they all there. You got to just come find them.
Mm-hmm.
And crazy stuff ensues. It gives that
Mm.
nostalgia of these like really old like 90s like not cartoon but toy
Mm-hmm.
commercials. So it has that nostalgia to it, but it's very interesting and very
Hmm.
scary. And I will never play it myself, but I'll watch other people play it.
Also, it's
And
a
I love that.
game that
Yeah,
you're
it's a
watching
game.
other people. Okay, so what is it
Hmm.
called again?
Poppy's Playtime.
Oh, that sounds
So
interesting. What like console are they playing it on?
it's a computer game. It's an indie horror game.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Ooh,
Hmm.
that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Um, Heather said, "Man, that Lizzo song is in my head. I am obsessed with that Lizzo song, and I am tired of seeing people butcher that dance, but I do love that
She is too,
song.
apparently.
He is too."
I said, "Well, excuse me."
Right, right. She said, "It's about damn time y'all get this dance right." My God.
Yeah.
I love Lizzo.
Love her.
Danielle said that damn jiggle jiggle song and the dances I can't get out of my head. I
Mhm.
love that song.
What, my
It's
money don't jiggle
yeah,
jiggle?
yeah. It folds. I love that.
That song is a vibe, though.
Oh my
A
God.
whole
It's a whole
vibe.
vibe.
Mhm.
It's a whole vibe. Okay, but Mackenzie says she's deep into Johnny Depp on TikTok. We're gonna talk about that later, Mackenzie. So sit tight because we
That's
gonna
all,
talk.
y'all.
We gonna talk.
I get my news adjacent, so I'm ready. I'm ready.
We gonna talk, y'all. Just sit tight. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't. Let's see what else. Any planner stuff that we are loving right now? Is there any in particular sticker shops or a particular planner that you're really enjoying right now? People in the chat plus Myra. What do y'all think?
I haven't decided exactly what I am going to use, but I actually have been enjoying like setting up different things. I got my 7x9 EC Life Planner
Now hold
because
up.
this doesn't come in
Pause.
A5.
Oh.
Okay, hold on. This one's specifically for Tanya. What what do we have to do to get the vegan leather covers for A5? Like what do we have to do for that? But that's the only reason why I have the 7x9 because this is the only size it comes in. But
Is that a focus planner or what is it?
no,
It's just
I
a
got
notebook.
it in what's this one? Neutral, Harmony, Neutral.
Oh, not oh, okay. Is that
But
the
I
Daily
went
Duo?
no, this
It's
is actually a horizontal. So
oh,
I'm gonna try that.
I love that
Horizontal.
cover. It
Ooh.
looks amazing.
It really does with the gold
Yes.
coil. It just works. But I
Yes.
did not care for the tabs. So these are the original tabs.
Uh-huh.
So I just covered them with some
I was
Avery tabs.
oh, those are good.
Yeah, and they just look good. They're gold and copper tabs from Avery.
Are they the same size as the EC ones?
They're
Or
smaller. When I'm talking like a millicentimeter, whatever is smaller than centimeter. I don't know. I'm
I don't
American,
know either.
but it's not like if y'all
Those look
watching,
so
it
good.
looks like they are, it. I mean,
Yeah,
other than like the
it
date, like
does.
obviously the months aren't on there, but
Those look
so those are
really
the
good.
original,
Okay, sis, you
and
might
this
have
is
to
just what
drop
I
some
covered with it.
links because
Yeah.
I'm loving that. I'm
So,
absolutely loving that.
cause yeah, I just didn't think that the Harmony neutral really fit with this like foresty green cover. It
Mhm.
just kind of clashed because there's a little bit of blue, like pastel
Mhm.
kind of blue in that.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I really love this.
I
I
love
freaking
it.
planned it with my vertical.
Mhm. Oh,
So
so
for
you're
the
already
curtains up
using it.
until yeah, I'm already using it. So I do
Nice.
like that. But I still don't know like exactly my lineup, so don't ask. But yeah, I've just been
Mm-mm.
having fun like setting up things.
I love that for
Yeah.
you. So cute, so crafty.
Oh, one more.
Oh gosh.
I have been having fun setting up that new happy planner we talked about last week.
Ooh, okay,
So
okay.
so it
Hmm.
has like a some covers from cloth and paper, like the
Mhm.
glass covers and
Oh
some
yeah, I love
dashboards.
those.
Mix those kind of in. Like
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I don't like the happy planner puts like super big like happy planner like logo on the back of the cover. Otherwise, I probably would have kept it.
Why do they still
But
do that?
I don't
Because
know.
then you really can't just
I can't
yeah,
flip it.
you can't
Like
flip
I
it,
really like the
truly.
inside cover, but I
Mhm.
have this big old planet happy life on the
Yeah.
front of it.
Yeah,
And so,
exactly. Oh, that's annoying as hell.
not that they all sound like that, but But yeah,
Kinda
that
do.
has been fun. They cut it.
Loki, yeah, I'm kind of in a planner crisis a little bit because okay, so I got the inserts for a the Daily Duo in Flora. Is that the current what in bloom?
In
In
bloom.
bloom,
Mhm.
yeah. I always mix those up. So I have it. I have
They
the A5
cousins.
inserts literally, but I'm debating if I want to get a Notique for that or if I want to just get a 7x9 harmony neutral daily duo. I already have the color blends ones because we did like a little planner swap, but I'm more into the neutral thing right now, so I could just kind of see myself using something neutral more. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So in the next couple weeks, I'll either be buying a no T cover or I'll be buying a 7x9 Harmony Neutral Daily Duo. So remains to be seen. Mackenzie brought up the KAD anniversary bundle, which shout out to Kristen. That
Ooh,
like
and it
sold
sold
out in
out
like
like
2 days or
super
something.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah, so awesome. Shout out to her. Our other Kristen, she
We got
said,
a lot.
right, EC teacher planner. Okay, so there's been a little controversy because some people are upset that the focus is not available in the 8.5 by 11, and some people are upset that the other themes like the in bloom and all that those are not available in 7x9.
I mean, yeah. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's coming, y'all. I think it may be a year, maybe a year or two, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is coming. Cause I mean, we didn't have these many options for the life planner launch as we do now.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah,
I don't know, we just
that's
probably have to
true.
be patient on that one.
That's true. Maybe eventually you'll get there because yeah, it was kind of like a slow build to having all
Mhm,
the options that we have available now for the life planner. So maybe eventually teacher planners will be like that as well.
mhm.
Let's see. Rizzo mentioned Sterling Ink has cut out washi for May, and I'm obsessed. I am pumped for the mini release Ano has next week. Yes, Ano does have like a summer release coming. And what is cut out washi? Do you know what that is?
Cutout washi, like,
Yeah.
the fact that I
Like,
have some from Simply Gilded, like, just seeing, like, maybe like this.
oh, is that what you're talking about, Rizzo? Let
I
us
don't know if
know.
that's what she's talking about.
Ooh.
I have a lot of Simply Gilded washi that I need to put up that's just sitting around
Yeah.
me.
Oh, Mackenzie, you're still waiting on your EC lunch day order? Did you literally order on lunch day? And if so, did you order the vertical compact? Because maybe that's why
Yeah,
you
that one's
haven't
has
got
some
it
issues.
yet. Yeah, but that's crazy that that still hasn't come yet. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Everybody is doing so much in the chat. I'm trying to like read.
Oh, yeah, I
Mhm.
seen somebody say something about those mountliners are out, the neutral
Oh, yeah,
pack
I've
that
been
was at
seeing
Wild.
Karina, yeah, I've been seeing those around. So are they restocked officially?
Karina
Because I
said you
have
can
been
get them at Honey
seeing.
Press.
Oh, yes. Shop Honey Press. I love that. Okay, Karina with the exclusive. Those are hard to
New
find. That's
shit, new shit.
amazing.
They are hard to
Yes.
find.
Seriously. And Karina, feel free to drop the link to your shop in the chat if you want to, girl. Let the people know where they can get those because I know the girls want those
Yeah,
real bad. Real,
they
real
look
bad.
so good. They look really, really good.
I know, they really do, they really do. So, yeah, it's a definitely a very exciting time, in the planner world right now because there's just so much new stuff popping up all over the place, like, I'm sure probably in another week or 2, the Happy Planner is gonna have another Be Happy box or something like that coming out, randomly because they it's never long before there's another Be Happy box. I know EC's, summer surprise box is gonna come out soon, and y'all already know how we feel about surprise boxes. My expectation. I hope it's great, but I mean, just period for any surprise box. My expectations are always pretty low for those. You know, what you think, Myra?
Ah, yeah. I did want that spring one,
Mm-hmm.
but then when I fully saw it, like, the only thing that I wanted was the lunchbox.
Mm.
So it was
Mm-hmm.
like, and I don't think it was exclusive, so I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if it's on the website. I might need to look into that.
Mm.
But yeah, with the surprise boxes, it's always like you just want 1, maybe 2 items, at least for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah. Same. Yep.
Yeah. So
Same
it
here.
really don't be worth it for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Absolutely. I totally agree. EC also has their Jurassic World, excuse me, collection coming out soon. Myra, you were sent these items. What say you on the Jurassic World collection?
I'm 50-50.
Okay, that's
Um,
fair.
there was mind you, I there wasn't usually we get like a full like pamphlet of everything that's in the collection, although you
Mhm.
don't particularly get all the items, you get to see what else is there. I
Mhm.
didn't get that this go around, so I don't know if there's anything else additional, but there was a lot of things in my opinion. uh, I feel like the collection was probably designed by somebody who is not a fan or not really aware. Like maybe they're aware of it, but not into Jurassic World because this is such a niche down thing.
Mhm.
Because some of it looked very like for Ashton age, and
Mhm.
I would not take Ashton to see Jurassic World. I
Mhm.
would probably take a child around 10, 11, 12,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff was kind of made to look like to appeal to Ashton, a
Mm.
3-year-old. So
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I didn't really like that. There was a few like more realistic, more on brand kind of things that I did like, but
Mhm.
kind of the more kiddie kind of stuff, it wasn't it.
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
wasn't pleased with that one.
I feel you. Yeah, and we have kind of talked about this behind the scenes that I have been kind of Just curious about the direction with these type of collections because it's like I feel like Hello Kitty, and Star Wars, it kind of makes sense because I feel like they're really iconic, like culturally, like staples as far as that goes. But like Trolls and Jurassic World were just kind of random to me. I don't feel like they're as ingrained as the in the culture. Uh, as Hello Kitty and Star Wars. So I'm curious about the direction they're going in that. EC, if you're listening, your girl won't be mad at a Harry Potter collection. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm actually gonna
I
be
don't
very
think a
pumped
lot of
about it.
people will be upset with that. I'm sure the rights to that is expensive,
But
but
the rights to Star
yeah,
Wars had to be crazy expensive too. Like
I'm
Star
sure it
Wars is
is.
not
That's
cheap
Disney.
either, you
Yeah.
know? So I don't know. We're gonna see. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad at the Harry Potter collection. But yeah, I kind of wish they would put out some type of statement or just let us know more information about how they're picking what film or whatever franchises to kind of link up with. I would love to know just more about the behind the scenes and what goes into that. And on that note, we're going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, and we will be right back, guys. All right, guys. So we are back. And just so y'all know, once again, this is one of our monthly live episodes that we record with our $10 and up patrons in the building. If you want to be a part of the fun for next month, definitely hop on over to our Patreon. We are doing some price changes as of June 1st. So now is a really, really great time to go ahead and get on it and get lots of amazing exclusive content. Join the fun over on our Facebook page, join our meetups, lots of features. So definitely check out our Patreon over on plannersandwine.com.
Ooh, and this is the last Thursday, last
Mm-hmm.
week for real. Y'all have until the price changes.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be next
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday. Oh my, this year is freaking flying.
Yes, it really
It
is.
is really flying. We're halfway through this bug. It's insane.
I know. It's so crazy. It is
Yeah.
so crazy. So, I guess something else that we wanted to talk about this week was toxic friendship. So, we talked about friendship breakups a little while ago, but now we kind of want to talk about the things that lead up to that. And I'm sure all of us have been in a toxic relationship, a toxic friendship, and have really dealt with some tough things because of that. So, Myra, do you want to share any of your experience that you have had with a toxic friendship? Also, people in the chat share as well
If y'all want to,
if you want to.
it's fine.
Optional.
It's completely optional. Oh man. I feel like obviously I did not know it was because like 2020, you know, hindsight is 2020, whatever the saying is.
Mhm.
But a lot of stuff like looking back on it, like just always being the person to reach out,
Mhm.
always being the person to check in, always being the person to, I don't know, initiate like for me it was like,
Maintain. Yeah.
yeah, making sure that, their partner that they were with at the time is, being involved in our couple stuff. Like that was
Mhm.
that was a whole like toxic thing. And then every time we would get together, it's like, oh, well, you didn't do this, you didn't make them comfortable. And it's like, like, why am I jumping through all these fire hoops just to, make the relationship work?
Yeah.
It's just insane. And then of course, like when you're in it, you don't really see it that well until you kind of get to a point where it has to be broken off. And then you look
Mhm.
back like, man, like, were we truly friends? Or,
Mhm.
was this just a one-sided situation?
Yeah, yeah, and that can be really, really tough too, especially when it's somebody that you really thought you had a great
Mhm.
relationship for and really bonded with on a lot of different levels. And sometimes, like, I feel like you can kind of look back and realize the friendship was always one sided. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't think of stuff when you're in the moment, but like obviously hindsight is 2020,
Mhm.
and you can look back and realize that you were just giving and not getting anything in return from that friendship. Something I have experienced before is people who put so much more value into their romantic relationships than they do in their family and friendships around them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we've all had that friend who would do anything and everything, bend over backwards for the person that they were dating, and they never had that same energy for friends. And I feel like there are people who do so much of that, and then they look back at their life at one point and they're like, why don't I have any close friends? Like, why do I only have my marriage? Or you understand, or my long-term relationship. And it's probably because you weren't feeding and taking care of those friendships the way you were doing that long-term relationship or that marriage. And it's important too. Like, friendships don't have to come second to our relationships, because it's basically a relationship as well. It's just not a romantic, relationship.
Yeah. I feel like I wish there was more of an emphasis on maintaining the friendships. And I think we talked about this a little bit when we were talking about the breakups. Like, I
Mhm.
feel like the main focus is you're supposed to find a partner, you get married, you be together forever and, run off into the sunset. But we never
Mhm.
talk about like the friendships like that. And friendships are just as important. I think
Mhm.
it's so important. Um, and I feel like I've learned this as I gotten older. Like, it is so important to me to have my own identity. Yes, I am a
Mhm.
wife.
Mhm.
Yes, I am a mom. But it
Mhm.
is so important to me to have, friends that are my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can be cool with my husband. Yeah, they can know my children or whatever. But these are my people,
Yes.
and I think that's important. And I feel like we never really, like, society, not like you specifically, person listening, but
Mhm.
I feel like we don't have no emphasis on how important it is to have like your own people, your own
Mhm.
friends. Like, yes, of course they should get along with your spouses or, family, whatever, folks
Mhm.
around you, kids. But we should really have our own friends too.
Yeah, absolutely,
That should be a
absolutely.
goal too. Like,
Yep.
why is it always a goal to find a partner?
Ooh, hello. Hello, somebody. Karina made an excellent point in the chat. She said, oof, toxic friendships. I feel like those are harder to get out of than toxic relationships.
Mm,
Girl. And you know what?
yeah.
I think the reason for that is a lot of times you'll have a toxic relationship and there's usually like a big catalyst or like an event that takes place that finally makes you cut the relationship off. Whereas in a friendship, it can be super toxic and there's not one big thing that makes you
Mhm.
want to end it, but a whole bunch of little things that just add up. So it's harder to recognize like the gravity of the situation, like when it's not like a huge event that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because even like just going back with mine's like, oh, I want to make sure that my friend is comfortable. Like, so I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And, even though she comes back to me and said that I'm not doing enough, well, I'm gonna keep pushing to do it better because
Mm-hmm.
I want them to be comfortable. But it's also like a friendship is just as much as a two-way street as a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it always one? Well, at least in that case, why is it always one-sided? Why am I the one pushing to make sure you're comfortable?
Right.
Why is there no give back to me? Why is there no conversation to me? Why is it there no effort to make
Yep.
me feel comfortable too?
I
So,
know, literally,
yeah.
exactly. Kristen says sometimes you don't know how bad it was until they are gone. The stress. Yeah. When
Yeah,
you're
that's
relieved when a
true.
friendship ends rather than sad, or if you kind of are both, if you're sad and relieved, that's it's telling you something. It's definitely,
I was
definitely.
relieved.
Mm-hmm. Me
I can
too.
remember
Mm-hmm.
telling my mutual friend to that friend because
Mm-hmm.
I almost slipped and said the name. So, but I can remember telling them like, I just feel like I'm finally not walking on eggshells anymore.
mm, that's huge. That is
It
huge.
was just like a
Mm-hmm.
like I can breathe.
Yep. Yep. I had a friendship where it was like every couple of months to a year, something would happen to where we would have a big falling out and stop talking for a little while and then get back cool. The last time we talked, it was something big happened, and I was relieved that the other shoe had dropped. I was like, you know what? I've been waiting for us to have a falling out so that I could finally just put a like squash this friendship. Honestly, and it happened and I was like, okay, cool. I got my ammunition, and it's sad that I didn't have the strength to end it without some big event happening, but
Yeah.
I knew that something was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd already kind of
I
been
felt that
pulling
too.
back, but I
Yeah.
knew something was going to happen eventually to where I would be like, okay, well, there's my exit. I can go now and just be done with it. So, and honestly, with that happened, I was pregnant with Mason. I think I was about 5 months pregnant. And I had been thinking that I don't want this person in my child's life, you
Girl,
know?
when I tell y'all, maybe, the moms can chime in and let us know. But when I tell you when I was pregnant with Ash and I was cutting people off left and
Girl, period. Girl,
right.
period. So
Family,
crazy.
friends, like it just
Mhm.
was because it's like I don't know if you just get a different mindset or if it's because like, okay, I have to protect this little person.
Mhm.
And it's sad that it takes like basically somebody else
Mhm.
that you have to protect or have to stand up for you to make the moves to protect yourself and your
Mhm.
peace. But yeah, because even with that friendship, Ashton had to be one.
Mhm.
um when I was just like, I'm done with this. But yeah, it's just so sad. I wish that
Mhm.
we could all like really have that courage to cut it off because I feel like you
Mhm.
said, you were feeling it coming on, and I
Mhm.
felt that too. It's not the same person, but I felt that too with my my friend. Like, oh, it's coming. The other
Mhm.
shoe was going to drop, like you said, it's coming. But like, why did we wait till the other shoe to drop? Why didn't we
Mm.
just
Just do it.
walk away?
Yep,
Yeah,
it's hard. It's so
yeah.
hard. And yeah, it can be just harder than even ending a relationship because I don't know. I guess the end of relationships is a little bit more frequent, especially when you're young, than the end of friendships. At least for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going through
Mhm.
breakups every other week or something, but friendships were a lot more long lasting. So they felt like I had invested just so much time and effort into them. It was just hard to walk away.
Mhm.
And Jen said, "Now I unfortunately have a habit of keeping people at arm's length because I
Yeah,
can't trust it." That's kind of how we feel in this planner community. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes,
unfortunately, yeah.
because I feel like we've been burned by a lot of people that we, thought we were really good friends with, or at least really good acquaintances with, in this planner community, and not so much. So now it's like you kind of hesitate, like, and it's sad because so many people are being so nice and sweet online in their DMs and stuff, and it's like sometimes I'm kind of doing that same waiting on the other shoe to drop type of thing with those relationships too. Like, when are you gonna turn on us and call us the big bad bullies of the planner community? Like, when is it happening?
Yeah, and it sucks. It sucks. That's I guess a question that I want to propose. Like,
Mhm.
I, why is it that friendships like well, I don't know if this is for everybody. At least for us, it
Mhm.
seems like these people that we are equating with or friendships with they start to slowly start showing their true colors
Mhm.
as we start to gain a little bit more success.
Mm. Mhm.
So why is that? I feel like it doesn't have to be because it's planners and wine. I feel like
Right.
a little bit of that happened in my friendship, like as I was buying a house,
Yeah.
getting married. That's when
Mhm.
the friction started to start.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I why is that? Were you ever truly my friend? That's what usually
Right.
goes. Like, were you ever truly my friend, or were you just cool with me because I was below you, or would you
Mm.
perceive me to be below you,
Right. Right.
or
And
equal to
then
you, or
once
whatever?
your perception changed where you perceive me to be above you, now we have all these problems. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, yeah. Ooh, y'all.
Oh, I think Danielle hit it.
What'd she say?
This
Crabs in a
crabs in the
bucket.
bucket
Yep.
mentality.
Yep.
'Cause I
Mhm.
feel like that's what happened specifically in this planner community,
Mhm.
and not that we've ever said that we are quote unquote better than anybody, because that's just not we don't we don't think that
No.
at all. That's
Mm-mm.
not it. But it seems like once stuff started growing and started moving and the
Mhm.
podcast started growing bigger and bigger, we
Mhm.
started to run into these kind of people, or the people
Mhm.
we thought were with us, we started to see their true colors,
Yep.
basically.
Yep.
It's
That's so
so
true.
weird.
Yep.
It's so weird. Like, why?
Yep. Heather, that's a good point. Heather said we don't have a societal way to break up with friends while we do with relationships. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do we need some more rom coms about friendship breakups? Because we got all the rom coms about relationship breakups. Maybe we need some more rom coms about
I think
friendship
that will
breakups.
be a really interesting movie. I
Mm-hmm.
would be here for that
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because I feel like the more we normalize it, the easier it's going to be. I think that's why we
Mm-hmm.
hang on to friendships so long because we don't have an example of, when's to leave, what's the proper thing to
Mhm.
do, or,
Yep.
how do I know that this is a bad sign, quote unquote.
Yep, exactly. Jen said, "I cut off a toxic friendship and then opened up new friendships that were being kept away from me." Ooh, girl.
Same.
Period. Period.
Same.
It's like when you like when a door closes, a window opens or whatever that saying is. It's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you leave one opportunity or walk away from one opportunity or have it taken away from you and then it just opens up so much more. So
Hmm.
we can definitely relate to that. Danielle said you released what wasn't serving you. Period. Period. Oh, y'all getting deep.
I know.
I love it. I'm about to cry. No, I'm not.
Oh,
Uh,
that high key could be a show title.
it really could. Star. Oh my God, Raina. Raina said me with my ex boyfriend or best friend. I'm assuming boyfriend. You said just waiting for him to chew wrong so we could break up. Literally. Literally. Friendships can be like that too.
Yeah,
Friendships
but
can be like
like
that too.
I feel like we're easier. I don't know if it's just, socially more acceptable for us to leave romantic relationships
Mhm.
than these friendships, but I don't know.
There's a lot of
It's
guilt
wild.
that comes
Mhm.
with leaving any type of relationship, but
Mhm.
especially friendships, especially friendships. Um yeah. Oh, y'all are giving okay. I'm trying to sift through these comments because y'all are dropping some truth bombs for real.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Raina did say it was boyfriend.
Okay. Joyce said, I'm happy to say that I have no toxic friendships in my life. I took quite some time to figure out who I was and what I needed and what I could give in a friendship.
Joy Star.
I'm starring it. Period.
I think that's
Period.
important too.
Mhm.
That's a good point too. Like you can't come into a relationship,
Mhm.
whether it's a friendship. I'm sorry, I got too excited. Whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, not knowing who the hell you are and what
Mhm.
you are able to give.
Mhm.
Like we say that all the time. Like, don't get into a relationship if you now, you're not healed with yourself. It's the same
Mhm.
thing for
The
friends.
same thing. Yep, that's so true. Estella said, when you realize you have friends who are your friends based on what you can give. I also was the friend that was giving myself completely or being there for everybody else. Oh, when you feel like you're always there for other people, and then when you need somebody and there's nobody there for you, that's a different type of loneliness. That is a different type of lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Mhm.
know that you have been such a rock and such somebody that people could depend on around you, and when you finally need somebody, it's kind of like a check on your strong friends type of thing. Like the strong friends need somebody to be there for them as well. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. You just can't.
That's
Mm,
such a word too. That is such a
I'm
word.
starring it.
I
I'm
yeah,
starring it.
it's a star. It's so true.
Hmm.
It's just like I go ahead. Go ahead
Oh
with
no, you're
Karina.
fine.
Yeah.
Karina said, this is rare, but I recently reconnected with a friend from my younger years and she finally admitted that she was toxic and apologized. Yes,
Girl,
that's
I'm waiting on mine to
amazing.
do that.
That's amazing. Yeah.
But that is so dope.
That's nice when people have that realization because obviously I feel like with a friendship breakup, it or a toxic friendship, if it ends, sometimes it is things that you can come back from. It really just depends on how much that person cares. Like in my situation, I know that my friend knows that she was dead ass wrong.
Mhm.
Mason is 4 years old now, and she still ain't came back. That just lets me
It's
know how
been
much she
over 4
cared.
years.
Yeah, that just lets me know how much she cared about our friendship. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it just lets you know. It just lets you
Yeah,
know.
because I mean, out of respect, y'all couldn't even, didn't even have to be friends again, but
Mhm.
out of respect of the relationship y'all did have, to be like, I was wrong,
Mhm.
understand if we just gonna move on, just wanna
Mhm.
have that closure with that, but
Yep. 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 Yep.
couldn't even do that.
Yep. And Kelly said the friendships are hard to maintain as an adult. I mean, you really see who your real friends are. When y'all can't hang out all the time, when y'all can't talk all the time, when y'all can't spend that type of time together anymore, that really, really lets you know like who your real friends, like who are the people that you can go a couple weeks out talking to and then talk to them and pick up like y'all never left off. You know?
Yeah, I love that. I absolutely love
Because
that. I
everybody
have
is
friends
not an
like that too.
everyday friend. Everybody's just not somebody you're going to talk to every single day or every single week. That
Yeah.
doesn't mean you love or care about them any less, but if y'all can have the understanding to where it's not a personal thing, y'all are just in a busy season of life and still have that connection when y'all do reconnect. That's really, really everything.
Absolutely. I think it's important, especially with older friends,
Mhm.
as far as like, maybe from high school, middle school, or whatever. It's
Mhm.
important for you to recognize that y'all are not the same people that you were in high
Mhm.
school. Like you
Mhm.
guys are gonna grow, y'all might split apart.
Yep.
But like you said, if the friendship is real, y'all can pick up a year later even
Yep.
and be right
Exactly.
back where you were.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love you guys. That was such a great conversation on toxic friendships. And anybody listening to the show, feel free to chime in on the conversation. Comment on this post on Instagram, DM us, let us know how you have dealt with toxic friendships. We would love to hear from you guys. Um, Celeb garbage. Ooh,
Yes.
it's a lot. The celebs have been garbaging a lot lately. So we're gonna get into it. But first, we'll start off with something light before we get into the heavier thing. So Kourtney Kardashian is officially married to Travis Barker. They did like a little courthouse wedding this past week, and now as we record this, they are in Italy doing their big, wedding celebration all week or weekend. I'm not really sure. And then I think I saw that they're supposed to have like a third wedding celebration when they get back over here. It's a lot. Rich people just be throwing money away. I swear.
I just I mean, even if I had the money, I just would be too tired for all that.
Girl, it's
Italy
a
is an
lot.
amazing place. I get why they want to
Mhm.
go there and do all that. Love Italy, favorite place in
Mhm.
the world. But
You
3,
know, it was rumors a couple of months ago. Everybody had thought that they had gotten married in Vegas because they were in Vegas for some award show and they had went to like a wedding chapel. Apparently, it was like too late in the night for them to get a wedding certificate, or there was some reason why they didn't end up like
mm,
having an official ceremony. But when I had thought that that was their like them getting married, I thought that was so damn cute. Like, imagine having all the money in the world and doing something that simple and just romantic. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was such a vibe and I thought that was so them. So I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't go that route. And then this week, when I saw they did their courthouse wedding, once again, I was like, oh, that is so cool. Like they're not even, doing the most. They're just having their small little thing. But yeah, they going all out. And I don't blame
so
them.
is
I
it
know
like
Courtney's excited because it's her first
chapel
wedding. Hmm?
going down the aisle, kind of three different celebrations, or are they just like
I don't know.
partying in Italy kind of
I
thing?
I think there's gonna be like a legit like wedding ceremony in Italy. I
Oh,
think they are partying. I don't know what the LA thing is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be just like a celebration reception type of thing. I would hope they wouldn't do the full on wedding dress walk down the aisle thing more than once. I don't think that makes any sense. If they're doing that for real. You know what I'm saying? Like they could just be having
yeah.
like a big reception, but I don't know. It remains to be seen. So we'll definitely keep y'all posted on that. But
Girl,
yeah,
weddings are exhausting. It's a lot of work.
it is. It is. I
It's a
mean,
lot of work.
and but they're in a unique position that they can have everybody else do all the work for them. And they can just, but she's still having to make decisions, obviously,
Right. That's a part of the
but
work too.
yeah, it definitely
Mhm.
is. It definitely is. So I don't know. I have been watching the Kardashian show still. I didn't watch this past week's episode, but I am caught up. It's been like a huge thing with Scott, Courtney's ex boyfriend slash baby daddy, being pissed off about the family not inviting him to stuff. Because if you know, like Scott's parents died pretty suddenly within a couple months of each other, like a few years ago. And Scott is the only child, so he really doesn't have any family around. And apparently, then, Chris, Courtney's mom, told him that, you're my son, you're our family. But him and Courtney were like either together or actively working on their relationship at that time. And like I said, it was a few years ago. And since then, I mean, Scott has really put Kourtney through the absolute worst. There were like cheating rumors and him partying and drinking heavily and just doing a whole lot. And she did give that relationship a chance for a very long time before she finally just cut it off. And it's been kind of messed up that her family is on the show making her feel bad about Scott being upset that he missed out on Kourtney. Like even the night of her proposal, at her proposal dinner, her sister Kendall was like, do you even care about Scott? It doesn't seem like you do. I, I just got engaged. Really?
Is Scott just a boyfriend or an
Yes,
ex-husband?
ex-boyfriend who she has 3 kids with.
Oh,
They
girl,
never got
bye.
married. Yeah.
Why are we talking about Scott?
Girl.
Scott got some things he got to work out on his own.
Yes, he does. And it's his fault that him and Kourtney are not together. It's not like Kourtney just up and left their amazing relationship. Like he really put her through the ringer for a very long time. And that family is just really prioritizing his feelings over Kourtney's. Like you have 3 kids with her. That doesn't mean that you're entitled to come to every family event. And like he made on one episode, he made her mom Chris feel so guilty about not inviting him to her birthday dinner that she folded and invited him. And the whole time he was like staring at Kourtney and Travis, who are they're very heavily into PDA for sure. He was like feeling some type of way. It's like they weren't inviting you clearly to spare your feelings because they know that you probably don't want to see that. It's crazy. It like I'm really I feel bad for Kourtney in this whole situation, because they have just
Why does
prioritized
he want
Scott
to
so
be there?
much. I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't know.
I just don't. I mean, I get maybe like a kid's birthday party, him
Mhm.
being there.
Mhm.
Why are
Yeah,
you at
his
her mom's
kids'
birthday party?
birthday party
Right.
exactly. Exactly. And making them feel bad about being sensitive to Kourtney and not wanting cuz I mean, on some level it might make Kourtney a little bit uncomfortable for him to be there and she's with her fiance, now husband too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those whole conversations and Scott whining about this have really just been a drag on the show. I kind of really hope that they stop because pretty much almost every episode has had a segment of Scott whining about Kourtney's new relationship and not being included. And I'm totally over him. Like, I know he got a 20-year-old girlfriend sitting around somewhere. He needs to go talk to her because ain't nobody got time for this guy. Ain't nobody got time for this.
Oh,
This is so
Scott.
messy. Isn't so messy. Yeah, guys in the chat, her and Scott were never married. He like jokingly proposed to her one time, but or I don't know if he was serious, but they've never even been engaged. I think even though Kourtney loved him, I think somehow in the back of her mind, she just knew that he was not the one.
Mhm.
Because it seemed like she wasn't even interested in marriage when they were together. And her and Travis have barely been together for a year and they're married now. So mm, it's all about the person. It's all about the person. Mm.
That is true.
Mhm.
That is true.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Oh, can't
crazy.
relate.
It's so crazy. But yeah, last part of celebrity garbage. Oh my god. This is the quintessential celebrity garbage. I don't know if celebrities have garbaged this hard ever. The Johnny Depp and Amber Heard saga, guys. It
It's garbage. It's literally poop. It's
it's
literally poop.
it's so crazy. It is so crazy. And you know what? I'm gonna keep my personal feelings over what I think really occurred in their relationship out of it because that's it's not really relevant. But what I can say from a very objective standpoint is this is a circus. It's a literal circus, and we'll never. The only people who truly know what happened in the relationship is Amber and Johnny, but the math ain't mathing with a lot of things, with a lot of things. And Johnny got to be paying his lawyers upwards of $1 million because they tearing it up. They are tearing it up. Ooh,
Why is this on TV?
Because they're in Virginia, I think, which is a state where it's just common to air. It's like it's because some states have laws against airing like court cases and stuff. Virginia, I believe, is where they are, and they happen to not have any of those laws. So we get to be a part of the circus.
Yeah, but then that means that they would have had to agree for it to be on TV.
Yeah.
So they want us to see the circus.
They do. I know for sure that Johnny's side definitely wants us to see it because I feel like I've heard that I'm not a lawyer, but I've heard that defamation cases are very, very difficult to prove because it's
Mhm.
basically kind of one person's word against the other person's word on whether or not something is true or not true or whatever. But I feel like Johnny's people and team are trying to win in the court of public opinion. And I think they have. I think there was already a lot of skepticism over Amber Heard's claims because of who Johnny Depp is and the fan base that he has, and people just naturally being biased towards their fave.
Mhm.
But seeing this and being able to see her on the stand and hearing some of the stories that are getting told, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen legal wise, but in the court of public opinion is just very, very heavily on Johnny Depp's side because her lawyers are just not doing a great job, and his lawyers are really kicking ass, like really, really kicking ass.
Yeah, and I
So,
guess that's winning. I mean, in the business that he is in,
mm-hmm,
that is winning. So that yeah, that is a good point
mm-hmm,
for them
yeah.
wanting it to be because I
Because a
mean,
part of his
this is his
claim is,
business.
yeah, a part of his
Mhm.
claim is that she caused him, her allegations against him have caused him to miss out on movie opportunities
Mhm.
and stuff. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. If it's all about public opinion, then I don't know. We might be getting the Pirates of the Caribbean, what, six? What number we on? This one, because apparently they were gonna make another one and they didn't because of
Because of this.
this.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I don't know, the tide has really, really, really turned as far as his public image is concerned. But
Mm,
yeah,
Jack might be back.
yeah, he might be back. He might be back. Yeah.
Just
And there
so I
was there was a whole thing over, so she got $7 million in their divorce settlement, and she had vowed to donate it to some like children's charities or something. And his lawyer was questioning her about whether or not she had donated the money. And his lawyer was point blank asking, like, have you donated your divorce settlement? And she was like, I pledged my divorce settlement. And she was like, but did you donate it? And she was like, I pledged it. And then Amber was like, I used pledged and donated interchangeably. And the lawyer was like, no, those don't mean the same thing. You can't use them interchangeably. You haven't donated the money. Why not? And so she finally was like, well, I'm getting sued by him. And they were like, but you had the money for over a year before he started suing you. So why didn't you donate the money? Y'all, that one part, it was crazy. It was crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my
oh my
gosh.
god.
And look at us. Mackenzie said, I pledge $1 million to Planners and One.
It's interchangeable. So we should have it in the bank account
We should,
tomorrow,
period. Period.
Monday.
Oh my gosh.
That's so wild.
It's so wild. It's so, so wild. Cheryl said the best YouTube channel to watch it is on Emily D. Baker. Okay, I'll have to check her out because I've been loving, that's been my favorite thing about TikTok right now is people's commentary on the really, really wild stuff that is coming out in this trial. Yeah, that
Yeah,
has been
that's
my favorite
insane.
thing right now on YouTube because everybody
Oh my
chiming
god.
in. People have been like reenacting different stuff. It's just been a circus. TikTok has really, really been loving this
I've
trial.
seen some of the reenactments. They have been good.
They've been so
But I haven't
crazy.
heard about that pledge and donate thing. That's like identifying as a millionaire.
Girl, literally, literally. It's like me saying, Myra, do you have $1 million? You saying, I want $1 million, but do you have it? I want it. I'm using want and have
I identify as a
interchangeably.
millionaire.
You
Yeah.
can't use just any word.
Interchangeably. How you just gonna chase a beat of the words to fit your narrative?
Literally, literally to fit your narrative.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's wild.
So crazy. So crazy. Oh, well, never mind. Estella said Emily D isn't a good person to watch. She said some horrible things about Breonna Taylor. Ooh, the more you know. Well, never mind, Emily. Cheryl, you might have to look into that. That's crazy. Why,
Is
why
this a comedy YouTuber? A
I don't
comedy commentary YouTuber, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know
I
anything
yeah,
about her.
sometimes unfortunately we do have to double check into
Mhm.
people that don't necessarily look like us
And
when it
people who
comes to
do.
commentary.
And people who do look like
Sometimes
us.
it do. Yeah.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
definitely have to,
Ay, ay, ay.
double check on that. Wi-
Absolutely.
Yeah, cuz I mean, while I do love commentary, I do have to watch,
Uh-huh.
a few, maybe 10 videos from people
Mhm.
before I'm like, "Okay, I can,
Mhm.
watch your commentary." But it
Yep.
just the world we live in.
I know.
The world we
It's
live
so
in.
crazy. It's so crazy. Yeah, guys, if y'all have any other celebrity garbage that y'all have noticed going on, or just really anything in social media that has really caught you guys' eye lately, let us know. Oh yeah, some good news. Allegedly, Brianna had her baby last week on May the
Did
13th.
she post a
Alleged
picture of her and the baby?
I didn't see a picture of her and the baby.
I
Did you
feel
see a
like I'll
picture of her and
send
the
it to
baby?
you. I feel like Tony did a reel and it was of
Mm.
her and the baby. Like she
Oh.
was like feeding it, like in the hospital kind of picture, not like a
Oh.
professional kind of pic.
Yeah, I haven't seen any pictures of her and the baby. I just been hearing people talk about the baby being born. It's a boy apparently, and Chris
Mhm.
Brown congratulating her on his stories. Even though he didn't congratulate her by name, he just put like congratulations and a baby emoji. Not necessary, Chris Brown. We didn't need to know. You got Rihanna's number. I'm sure you can just text her and say, "Hey,
Or
congrats."
somebody that knows somebody that could tell her congrats. Like, boy,
Literally,
bye.
literally.
I'm still mad at him. What was that, like 2008, 2009?
It was like 2009, I think. Uh-huh. Yeah, when that whole thing went down. And you
Like,
know what?
boy.
It was on my birthday because I was hanging out with some of my college friends.
Oh.
Because the Grammys usually can like lands on my birthday very often, and it was
Mhm.
like the day before the Grammys or the day of the Grammys, one of them. And yeah, I was like hanging out with my friends for my birthday, and we found out about this insane thing happening. And I was like a big Chris Brown stan back then. Ooh, I was so sad. I was really, really sad about it. It was just such a messed up situation. And then remember the drama when they got back together a few years ago, and he like apparently it was like Christmas morning, and he was with Karuchi. He had like spent the night with her, his girlfriend at the time, and he was like he told her he would be back, and she turns on the TV, and this fool courtside at a basketball game with Rihanna. How do you do that? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that?
I'm a Rihanna stan. That was a very complicated time for me because
Girl,
it
that was
was
so
just like,
toxic.
girl,
That was so
I'm glad she got up
toxic.
out of that,
Girl, and when
girl.
she went on Ayala Fix My Life, oh, I still go back and watch that to this day. It was
Karuchi?
juicy. Karuchi, yeah, when she went on
I
Ayala,
didn't know she went on there.
girl,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna send it to you on YouTube because it was kind of embarrassing. I'm gonna be honest. She really
It was
let
about him?
Chris treat her bad. Yes, it was
Uh,
totally because that's where she had shared the story about him telling her he would be back, and then him showing up courtside at a basketball game with
I feel
Rihanna.
like I heard that on Twitter somewhere, but that's probably
That's
where
where it
the
came
Twitter
from.
person got it from,
Because
yeah.
we wouldn't have known had she not told us that.
Now
Yeah, I
she
mean, we
turned on
knew
the
he was.
game and seen her man.
He said it was Christmas. He said he was gonna be right back. She probably thought he was just going to the store or something. And
What
she,
store open on Christmas, girl?
well, for Chris Brown, yeah, he could get a store open on Christmas. They'll open up a store for him.
You knew that man was lying.
I
You knew when he
wonder.
walked out the door, he was
I
not
wonder
going to
was
no
she
store.
was she at his house? It- could you imagine? Everything in the house would have been broken. I'm just saying. You're not finna play me like this.
I'm glad she also got up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Chris is
a character for sure.
he's a character. Yeah. He puts the oxic in toxic for sure. Him and future.
Oh my god. Definitely can go on a toxic tour, both of them.
Literally. Literally. Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, this has been so fun. Shout out to our patrons once again for joining us. We're so happy you guys could make
Yes.
it. And if you couldn't make it, don't fret. Obviously, this is something that we do on our Patreon every single month. We have a live episode. So, like we said earlier, this is a great time to join the Patreon and
Yeah.
be a part of the fun.
Yep. Absolutely. Definitely come on over and check us out. If you are a patron, you just couldn't make it this time, replay is up. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to watch the replay and kind of see what the chat was talking about as we were going. But yeah, we have a lot of
Mm-hmm.
fun here. So it's best for you to just make it live.
It
I'm
really
just
is.
saying, we
It
just have a
really
lot
is.
of fun here.
We do. We do. And yeah, oxic and toxic. That was a good line. Let me start that because that might be a potential episode title. We talked about a
not
lot of toxic stuff
not
on this
the Patreon,
episode.
not the Patreons chiming in on the toxic. Now it's like, come on over to the live show and see if you could potentially get starred.
Literally. That is the contest, okay? Will we
Oh,
star
that's the
you?
vibes from here on out.
It is. It is devised.
They
So yeah,
shouldn't have gave us
guys.
the stars. We don't know what to
Uh-uh.
do.
No, they shouldn't. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Really soon we're gonna have our 2-year episode, 2-year anniversary episode coming out. So I don't know. We might have to think of something special
I
to
will say,
do. Mm-hmm.
Pointers and Wine is also a Gemini. I think our first episode went up June 9th.
Dang,
I'm
that's
just
true.
saying.
Damn it. Why did we
I'm
do
just
that?
saying.
We should have put it in a neutral zone, okay? Because my little Aquarius heart is low key mad. I'm pressed. Why didn't we come
It
out
had to be
in
one of us.
January? You're right.
It just so happened to be me. I'm sorry.
It's fine. But you know what? It works because Gemini has the twins, like two
Mhm.
sides of the same coin, and that's kind of how we are too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's two of us.
It's a
Y'all
great
get that?
sign.
Are y'all
It's
here with me?
it's a great sign.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, guys, this has been so fun. Thank y'all for spending your Saturday night with us. Shout out to the patrons.
Mhm.
Myra, did you have anything else?
No, just reiterating that the Patreon. Yeah, the Patreon is the
Mm-hmm.
price is going to go up in
Mm-hmm.
June. Everybody who's on here, as long as you don't drop off, everything stays the same for you. You
Mm-hmm.
get the same exact perks that you already got, but for those of you listening, make sure you hop on if you want to.
Yes,
Time's a ticking.
yes, yes. And shout out to Crystal and Kristen in the chat. They're both patrons, so I'm starting. I mean, they're both Aquariuses and patrons, so I'm starting those. All right, guys, y'all have a
Petty.
great week.
Petty.
Oh, Mackenzie too. Oh my gosh, we deep. We deep. I love that
Yeah.
for us.
Hmm.
I love it. So yeah, so the
The Aquarius
Patreon
is deep and the Megans in here are deep.
period. Shout out to all of us though.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye guys.
Bye.